Erin Heydt with 97.5 The Fanatic, and I'm asking the hosts about Nick Foles' debut and what we can expect moving forward.
I did think that Nick Foles looked confident, and he showed you that in preseason. And again, it goes to what I was saying last week about Nick Foles. Is I don't know what he was showing him in practice, because I was just shocked that Andy Reid has not gone to him yet. But here it was. He got his opportunity to shine because Michael Vick went out with a concussion. He's a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes, but we need to find out what we have. So please, by all means, Andy, don't put Michael Vick back in.
I think they should go Foles the rest of the way. I think it's imperative that the organization find out what he has for the offseason to know whether he's a viable option to be the starter next year or not. And that's a great unknown. We don't know that answer right now. So as far as yesterday, a little worse than I expected, but he did some things very nice. But he had, as you would know that a rookie ultimately often will have, just 7 points that way, and then 7 points that way again. Happened obviously too often. You can't have two of them, and you can't almost have three of them. Up and down, it is what it is. It's kind of expected.
And really, the game didn't look like it was too fast for him. Everything seemed kind of slow. He was well composed. He was making checks at the line. He had some poor throws. He threw a couple that were behind him, but he really hasn't had any game action since the preseason. So I guess that's to be expected. Maybe it's just me, and it's probably unrealistic, but I had this whole concept in my head that Nick Foles was going to come riding in on a horse and save the day and be like Joe Montana in his prime, and it didn't happen. So I think that's more realistic. But he did all right. He did all right for his first time out there. I was hoping for a little bit more, but it looks like we're going to get to see 7 more games of Nick Foles.
I think he did pretty well.
I do too.
There are a few things that he needs to work on, but he's a rookie. It's his first time. And
I thought he did a lot of good things. I really did.
John's been ripping him all morning.
Yeah, I don't see that. I thought, they got him the lead. He came in, they didn't, and he got the lead for him. He was down 10-7. He gets them to 17-10, 2 scores. Could have had a chance for more if they, supported him a little bit better. I thought once they got the lead, I thought they did a terrible job of helping him out. Like, he needs a little bit of help, like the running game, the protection, the play calling. I don't think they did anything to help him. And at that point, I think it's all about, okay, like he can make certain throws. You saw him make the throws. He got the ball out of his hands. He made the big touchdown throw. Give him a little bit of help. And I don't think they did anything to help him at that point.
I don't think he played very well. And I know, the funny thing about it, the fan base is so desperate that they actually looked at that and saw some positivity. And I did not. And I don't want to pick on the kid because I thought that he wouldn't be ready to play, or, at least when the regular season and defenses were designed to stop him. I didn't think he would respond like he did in preseason, where he kind of played free and easy. He's got a long way to go. But there's no reason that he shouldn't be the quarterback from this point on. And they have a convenient excuse with Michael Vick and his concussion. Now they can say, okay, we're not really demoting Michael Vick. We're not playing him because he's hurt, and they'll get a look at Nick Foles.
He made a couple of nice throws, a couple of timing throws. Jason Avant is slipping out of his break. That's not Foles' fault. But he made, some rookie mistakes. First time playing in a regular season game against the top 5 defense in the Cowboys. So, it wasn't an enviable position. He had his ups, he had his downs. But, I've seen Michael Vick 12 years in his career look a lot worse in spots like that. So I do want to see what Nick Foles has. And I think 7 games will be a good litmus test for him, not just putting him in the final 2 games of the year, because you might not be playing teams that have anything to play for. Now, 7 games to go, maybe he'll play a few teams that are fighting for a wild card or a division, and we'll get a better assessment as to what he can do and what maybe the future head coach will do, whether it's Nick Foles or if the future coach decides to go in a different direction.
You put him in against a bad defense. You give him a week to work on timing with the first-team offense. I think Foles is going to be all right. I don't know if he's going to be a great quarterback. I don't know that yet. That's why I want to see that, so they can make a decision at the end of the year if they have to go out and find another guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
You follow me so far?
You're really easy to follow.
Thank you. Follow me on Twitter at Tony Bruno Show.
Want to hear more from me? Check out my Twitter handle, Heidi042.